another topic to discuss. I don't know if you watch Star Wars Rebels.
I don't, but I do know there's another one coming out. I've seen
Season.
New season.
I watched the trailer earlier today. I just like the fact that there seems to be this mix of how to know your enemy, you have to understand them and kind of learn about them.
You have to learn their ways.
I suppose that's pretty much like the art of war. And now you see Ezra is pretty much turning to the dark side a bit.
Yeah.
And then he's got that scar on his face, like Anakin had a scar on his face, and a few references to
he's
that.
kind of like the chosen one of the Rebels series. You know, he doesn't really know his parents, kind of thing. He knows the Force.
No, he knows his parents, but they were killed.
Yeah, but like, he doesn't.
He wasn't really raised.
Yeah, and then he knows he has the strong Force in him, but doesn't really know how to use it. And then he's already old, so he's already got emotion. It's like it's pretty much the chosen Anakin's concept. Yeah.
And the fact that they brought Darth Maul back, because he's such a favoured character throughout the Star Wars universe. If you ask someone who's your favourite bad, yes, we all say Darth Vader. We love Darth Vader.
Well,
but
you would say the most memorable character that had literally 30 minutes of screen time as a whole.
Yeah.
It would be Darth Maul. Yeah.
And the fact that he came out with that long bow.
Yeah, the double
blade lightsaber. Everyone was like, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, and that was also on neon screen for all of 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And the fact that they brought him back and now he might be the master going forward of Ezra, I like that.
Yeah, because at the end of the last season, they worked together to destroy a temple.
The Sith temple.
Yeah.
And they get the Sith holocron.
Yeah, and then like it's just I can't remember everything, but I remember that was quite an insane.
And I think at the end of that one, Darth Vader actually killed Ahsoka.
Well, I don't think you actually see it. Doesn't that thing like close?
Close, but they're fighting, and he's the one who walks out.
Yeah, but I'm saying you don't actually see it; it just closes. Because she does. As far as I remember, she's supposed to die.
Because I always said, how did Anakin turn to the dark side if he had someone like Ahsoka that he really cared about? Something must have happened to her. But then I actually completely forgot she had left the Jedi Order.
Yeah.
And because she had left,
he didn't have that anchor anymore.
He didn't have someone keeping him grounded.
Yeah.
And now you see the visions and that he's talking to her and he's saying, why did you leave me? Do you know what I've become? And then you see that eventually they face off each other and she says, I'm going to defeat you. I'm taking revenge against you for Anakin. And he says, that's not the Jedi way. And she's like, well, I'm not a Jedi.
Yeah, she left the order, yeah.
And then it ended pretty much like that. And you see...
it just closes while they're fighting.
And then you see Ezra is now... He was able to unlock the holocron. Because he got into his anger.
Yeah. With the dark side.
Do you see this leading to Star Wars Rogue One? Should there be a connection?
I don't think that will really. I think because the Clone Wars series was the link between 3 and 4.
4, yeah.
Or 2 and 3, sorry.
2 and 3.
3 and 3. I don't think this will link to the movies. I think as much as they're trying to create a Star Wars, universe, like an MCU or whatever you want to put
maybe it might relate to the movies. So
there'll be elements or something.
They've taken like what's already in the movie and made stories based
on
that.
But I think they're keeping this as close as it is in terms of the feel and concept. I think they're keeping it separate because as kids, they won't make sense. They won't know, and they won't make sense if this links to the movie.
Yeah, they won't have a clue.
They don't really know the Darth Maul characters. So I think it's a series on their own. They might have elements, Easter eggs here or there, comments, but I think it'll run parallel to the movies, but not.
Well, if
really.
you've seen Rogue One, I think we discussed it separately. There's a character from the Star Wars Clone Wars series who is played by Forrest Whitaker. He's in Star Wars Rogue One. So they all.
I think that's what I said. They'll do
little Easter eggs,
little Halloween, take some candy vibes, but I think it'll mostly just run parallel and occasionally just have a little dip in there.
The other thing is, I know Alex has already watched TV shows coming out now.
Nice.
Starting again for us is Mr. Robot. Very dark show. There's absolutely no happiness to that show whatsoever.
The happiness is that it's coming out.
That's it.
The rest is just depression.
We're looking forward to it, but it's just so intriguing to see that it's just so dark and gloomy, and there's just no hope at all. It's just like we're all stuffed.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna be good enough for us. Then the other one being Suits. It ended off, and I actually forgot about it where Mike went to prison.
Yeah.
And we watched the first episode yesterday, and then you're like, oh yeah, he went to prison. Now you see that everybody's left
Yeah.
on their own. It's just Harvey, what's her name? Pearson and Lit.
Yeah.
It's
They left in the
they left on their own with Donna and some IT dude, and
everything's basically collapsed to obviously be rebuilt in some way.
and they've got to figure out a way on how to stop some $100 million lawsuit against them.
That's tiny.
$100 million. That's nothing.
That is half the budget of Star Wars, okay?
Half? Maybe quarter.
Quarter, yeah.
There are a lot of shows coming out. Those two I picked. I don't know if there's any other shows that you can think of, Warren.
Well, in terms of what I watch, Daredevil's going to come out again. The Strain is this year.
Oh, I can't wait.
The Strain. Something else, I can't remember what else there is.
BoJack Horseman.
Supernatural is out.
No, well, it's finished. It's out still on Vuzu's channel here. Supernatural will obviously making a new season. Vikings is coming out again.
And apparently season 7 of Game of Thrones has been delayed.
I don't know. I know there's been rumors. I don't know what they're doing. There was a rumor that they wanted to do a 2-hour cinema release for the final episode. So they were going to release theatre, like a proper big budget, like $100 million kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I don't think it's happening. Then they were saying there's only 7 episodes in the new final season.
Okay.
Because the book is smaller or because it hasn't been finished. I don't know what's going on. But chances are it could be delayed. Look, I mean, it's a massive project.
Yeah.
So there's that. And obviously they don't want to do a crappy ending. Like a lot of shows do when they finish it off. Like True Blood was one of the worst series endings.
I never saw this end of the series. I only got
True
half.
Blood.
I only got through the half of the last
It's the
season.
10th or 11th season, right?
Yeah, because it was so bad, and I was just like, "Oh my god, this is not getting anywhere," and I just stopped watching. So I don't actually know what
It
happened.
ended with Skarsgård, basically,
Yeah.
as an ultimate being, in a sense, sitting in the sun,
Yeah.
naked, on a mountaintop, drinking. So
That's how it
he
ended.
survived. Well, I can't remember everything. It was like a virus thing that was going around, I can't remember whatever. He survived. Like, that's literally, it ended with him surviving, basically. That's kind of how I remember it. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. In terms of, I can't remember all the shows, dude. Like, I have so many shows in my head, but I can't remember which ones are coming out now. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to them, I guess. Suits, well, obviously Suits is good. Scream 2, which is out, the new episode. The new episode comes out on Wednesday. I'm enjoying the season 2. If I remember, I said I don't know how they're going to continue with everyone dying in the first season. They've done it well. I'm not going to tell you what happened. They've done it well though.
No, I want to watch it.
Yeah, they've done it cleverly, the way they've turned it a bit.
And the fact that it's no longer with MTV, and as I said to you, what I enjoyed about it was at the bottom, every time they played music, it would make reference to who the artist was and what the name of the song
that
was.
doesn't happen anymore.
They removed
That's gone. It's not, because it's not MTV, it's a Netflix original now. So
Netflix was like, "Fuck you, MTV."
they don't want the music part.
Then so movies up that you're gonna be watching next is the BFG.
We're gonna try and watch it.
Hopefully tonight, maybe.
Yeah.
Definite film which we keep repeating. We're gonna look forward to Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
Now, before we finish off, it will be 2 topics. One of them, well, not a topic of the last one, but one of them being the rumors of Iron Man no longer being Iron Man or Tony Stark.